This is the on a personal note follow-up to the Flat Earth Health for vaccines and child sacrifice. I'm going to tell you about these two precious people. The little boy was my son Timothy, and that's my dad holding him. I've already told you that Timothy was born severely handicapped in 1982. And as you can see, he was a happy baby. He's smiling. He was meeting none of his milestones. He couldn't do anything. He couldn't sit or even hold something with his hand or speak. He never learnt to do those things. But in the first year of his life, he didn't know that. He didn't care about that, right? He was just a happy baby. A few days before his first birthday, we went to the doctor's, and the nurse said to me, he's nearly 1 year old. We might as well give him his 1 year vaccines. And I thought, hang on a minute, he was born 9 weeks early, so he's not really 1. But by the time I turned around and opened my mouth to say anything, she had the needle in his arm. Because, God forgive me, I'd given my baby over to the health authority, to the medical industry. 3 days before his first birthday, I can't remember exactly how long that was after the doctor's appointment, but it was just a few days. 3 days before his first birthday, the first severe asthma attack hit, and he was rushed into hospital. That was to be the first of many. For the rest of his life, he died when he was 2 weeks short of his 10th birthday. For the rest of his life, he was rushed in and out of hospital with severe asthma attacks. Also, about the same time, he developed grand mal seizures, and I remember saying to the doctor, why has he got grand mal seizures? And the doctor said, well, it's just part of the brain damage. But I thought, well, he didn't have them for the first year. Why is he having them now? I didn't make the connection between the asthma and the seizures, really, until I watched the Vaxxed bus. I watched Polly Tommy take the Vax bus around the US for 18 months. I was glued to my computer watching story after story after story after story, and so many stories were relating asthma and seizures after vaccines. The happy baby was gone. Timothy suffered for the next 9 years and then died. Now to my father. My father developed non-hodgkins lymphoma when he was 67 years old, and he was told that he had maybe a couple of years to live. My mum, loving my father very much and concerned that he was going to get the flu, pushed him into getting a flu jab. After the flu vaccine, my father's health deteriorated rapidly, and he died within 6 months of the initial diagnosis. At the time, I was living with my parents, and my mother said to me repeatedly, "It was the flu shot. It was the flu shot. He was doing well until he had that flu shot. It was the flu shot that killed him." And at the time I said, "Oh, don't be silly, Mum. They wouldn't have given him the flu shot if it was going to hurt him." Again, I didn't know until I watched the Vax bus and heard the same story again and again and again. Elderly people are sick, they get the flu shot, their health deteriorates, and they die. So, from everything I have told you in the last few videos, you will see that I hold the medical industry responsible for the deaths of my mother, my father, and my son, and nearly me. Enough already. Thank you for listening. God bless you.